Moo! Welcome back to Crypto's Juiciest News, friends. Bitcoin hitting $59,000. We're going to go through the most breaking news of all. Kamala Harris is likely to nominate Gary Gensler, the Semen demon himself, the corrupt SEC chairman, as Treasury Secretary. Okay, so this is very important to go through. We know how the politics works. There's already some Democrats, pencil pushers have come out saying, no, there was just a rumor, there's just a rumor. We know that's a load of shit. We know exactly that's how it works, friends. They send out these rumors first to see how people react. And if it's neutral enough, they go with it, okay? But if it's actually bad, then they go, no, I have nothing to do with it. You remember as well, friends, we called it out, right? Remember the altcoins, the meme coin of Donald Trump's son, Barron Trump. When it started getting bad media attention, they stayed away from it. They're like, no, we had nothing to do with that, right? We didn't know it was going to do something this bad, right? That's what they do, friends. They're just poking holes. They're trying to weave their way through just to be basically on everybody's side. That's what politicians do. But first, we're going to go through Bitcoin's price. It's sitting at $59,000. Of course, what currency is that? That is American currency, friends, as well. Now, I saw, friends, I was listening to LeClair, one of the Bitcoin maxis. Now, actually, was it Dylan? Or I think it was Jack Mallers, I think. Jack Mallers' friends. Now, Jack Mallers, I think both of them, I want to give nicknames, but I can't, man. They haven't blocked me, friends. They haven't blocked me. That's actually known to a lot of Bitcoin maxis like that. So Jack, it's actually interesting when he was speaking to, I think they were doing the interview, it was either him or Dylan. They basically said, no. The Bitcoin price you see, it's not a price, my friend. It is an exchange rate. And I was like, yes, that's exactly the type of psyops I want to hear to try to convince everybody that a $200,000 Bitcoin in 12 months from now is cheap. That's exactly what you want to hear. So if you're curious, right, what does exchange rate mean? It means stop looking at this like there's a price. Like it's not a real asset anymore. It's not an asset. It's an exchange rate, which means now you put Bitcoin next to the Singapore dollar, the Swiss franc, the Australian dollar, otherwise known as a dollary-do, right? The US dollar. You put them all next to each other and they're all just inflating, and this thing has no inflation pretty much. Oh, it is obviously, inflation is slowing down, but it's got a capped supply. So once you start to do that, you're basically trying to frame it so that if you hold any other worldly currency, you shouldn't hold them. You should be dumping them and buying this. It's actually interesting psyops. This is the type of levels of thinking that we want to see, friends, if you want to push this stuff higher. Now, of course, it's a bunch of hocus pocus. If everybody wants to dump this, we can, because we know it's in the mind of everyone. Now, I believe we are going to win, but leave that type of psyops thinking. Leave that for the people who are going to think Bitcoin is cheap. Maybe next year, hopefully we are like $200,000 when we're going up here. They're like, no, it's an exchange rate. It's an exchange rate. It's not a price. It's not $200,000. It's just that, it's an exchange rate. That's actually, that's some genius level thinking, by the way. Now, as we report on this every single day, friends, the Bitcoin dominance, I will tell you now, this is extreme danger zone. Extreme danger zone. Why? This is the longest it has ever run before flipping red. 588 days. All right, the longest before it had ever done that was actually back here. Right there, friends. That was the last bear market or bull market, 546 days. Okay, 546 days. And then we had a DeFi season. See, friends, this was DeFi season. That was Chainlink going up, Aave, synthetics, and everything. Now, some of us, me and other people, will say, well, obviously I started this trend. Okay, I said meme coins were like that DeFi season thing. It's true. There's a problem though. The amount of money that retail made in the meme coin season was nothing compared to this DeFi season. DeFi season, friends, was literally everybody made money. Everyone, okay? But then everybody lost it all. But everybody could make money. You see, right now we have this pump fund cancer, which is literally the insiders make money and then 99.9% of people literally get robbed, thieved, dumped on. That's not retail making money. Understand? It's people want to be excited about crypto, but not everyone gets a chance to win. Alt seasons have to start with everybody getting a chance to win. We did not see that. We have not seen a big dominance shift, right? We've just seen Bitcoin continue to gain dominance, and then basically Solana goes up, Ethereum gets wrecked. Now, I think because we've gone on for this long, I think when it does come back down, we're going to see the longest alt season ever. I think the amount of Bitcoin power, it's charged up for so long. When we finally switch around, it's going to go for a very long time. Back here, friends, I can't even tell you how much hate Bitcoin has got down here, by the way. This was literally ridiculous. Like, Bitcoin fans, Bitcoin was like pooped on so much down here for a long time, a very, very long time. And so I remember literally making tweets back then. I was like, man, I've seen this much hate in something, but like, this can only mean that this thing like goes on for a long time. Now, I don't know the size. I just know the time it goes on is for a long time. So I don't know if this altcoin dominance, this Bitcoin dominance is going to crash down hard. I just know that it's going to go for a long while. You can feel it. The others BTC chart, our North Star, remember, it's now started a new weekly candle. There's no real TA on it. We just need this to really like start swooping up. That's what we want to see. I've seen a lot of people out there on Twitter. It's actually very flattering. Everyone's now charting my stuff. And maybe they don't even know where it came from. So shout out to everybody out there. I am spreading love and kindness and friendship out here. It is interesting, right? Everyone has this. Everyone's looking at others BTC now. And it doesn't matter if everyone's looking at it. It's because I know, friends, none of us are bigger than the market. This is literally the market speaking. That's what I'm looking for. Looking for, hey, give me a ratio of stuff. So I want to see the market speak. I want to actually like figure out what's the language out here. What can we like decipher from these? And this is what it's saying. It's saying it is now the worst alt-season altcoin performance of all time so far as a whole. So yeah, I know the Solana things make it to the top, and a lot of them are being pump and dump grifts, but as a percentage of the whole market, it is the worst by far. And what does that mean going forward? I guess we'll see, right? Now, friends, we're going to go to the breaking news, right? Kamala Harris likely to nominate Gary Gensler. So the Semen demon himself, friends, there will be a shortage of the world supply of semen if this guy gets in. Now, actually, what's happened is, typical politicians, right? They throw out the rumor and the leak, and then you have like this one girl popping a molly. I'm watching a rumor get laundered into news by a very jumpy crypto industry. A senator's tweet that many people are concerned Harris might appoint blah, 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 blah. No one cares. Okay, no one cares. All of you is, we know how it works, man. We're not stupid. We know all of you eat bugs, worship bugs, you bug overlords, okay? We get it. We know how it works. They throw out the rumor just to see, hey, do you like this or not? Oh, you don't like it? Oh, well, I've nothing to do with it. Nothing came from me. That's why they got no spine, friends. But by the way, don't listen to what they say, okay? Look what they're doing, okay? So shout out to the baby doll in the comment section. They said, watch what they do, not what they say. What were they doing for the past 4 years? Corrupt chairman Gary Gensler, okay, his head literally looks like peeled back foreskin, all right? He was literally putting his own foot on the throat of the crypto industry. The only reason the Bitcoin spot ETF even went through is because he got sued. The judge said you have to let it through. People are riling up way too much. They're literally going to flip the table. Maybe the judge even got paid. They know, friends. They know. They can tell, oh my gosh, if we keep doing this, they're literally going to flip the table. They're just going to do a revolution because they know we're corrupt. So we have to like throw them a bone here, okay? Emergency. So we know how the game works. They have been giving him all this power. And it's not just him, friends. He's a puppet. We know he's a puppet. I know he's a puppet. In fact, I know our prices going down is actually got nothing to do with him. It's the global liquidity index, which we're going to go through. We've seen that. We know that. However, I want a punching bag. Okay? I want a punching bag. Sometimes, friends, you get angry. I'm like, I've got to hit something. I've got to break something. I know I'm going to regret it later. But I want to do it anyway. Yes. Okay, we want to do that. We need that. And by the way, that's why I love the crypto industry, because we're fighters. Also, that's why I love Bitcoin maxis. They fight, man. I don't like the Ethereum mentality of like, oh, let me roll over, sir. Please come and step on my phone. No, please be a bit more gentle than that. No one respects that, man. If you roll over, they're just going to keep shitting all over you, man. They literally walk all over you. Nice guys finish last. You didn't even get to finish at all, bro. Okay, you're buying the girl flowers at the end, okay? That is relationship advice, by the way. Okay, nice guys, you do finish last. You didn't even get to finish, bro. You're not even in the race, okay? If you keep fighting like an attack dog, okay, over and over and over again, they are then going to think about how hard they have to try to bribe everyone. They have to up the ante. If you just roll over and you just accept whatever they do, then you get nothing. And trust me, the crypto industry knows that. By the way, friends, all of crypto has been waiting for our friend Adam Cochran. So Cocky. So friend Adam is the guy everyone loves to hate. Just everyone just shits on him. He's like, very like pro-liberal, very, very left-wing. It's funny. You know when Joe Biden was literally just brain farting all over the speech? Yeah. Adam Cocky was coming out defending him, saying, no, they were just common gaffes. Anybody could have made those mistakes. Anybody could have slurred and mixed up those words. So It's just funny to see. Now, he's basically, this is interesting. I'm reading this live with you, friends. He goes, not mentioning crypto is the pivot. It's basically saying, I'm going to kill everybody. Oh, but I'm not going to kill the crypto guys. That means I'm pivoting. No, it's not. No, it's not. Friends, it's literally like a thief comes out and says, I'm going to go rob every house in the street, but I'm not going to rob yours. Right? I'm going to leave your house out. Wow, thank you. Shout out. I think we have a post here from Nuclear Herbs. Biden-Harris spent 4 straight years kicking crypto investors in the balls. Trump, elect me and my administration will stop kicking you in the balls. Harris, crickets. Geniuses on X. Not promising to stop kicking you in the balls is a pivot. So that's actually true, friends. There you go. Shout out to Nuclear Herbs. I'm not going to bother reading it. So I know, friends, everyone gets, politically heated. But look, we're going to win no matter what. It's just, I'm just helping. Look, I want everyone to know they're both going to increase the debt. It's just Trump says, I'm going to increase the debt and let you benefit. 10% of it. Sweet. Okay, 10%'s a lot, by the way. And then Krampus is like, I'm going to increase the debt and you're going to benefit basically negative 10%. This is for the average population, right? Because they think they're getting a benefit with like, maybe like a 25K house payment and stuff. No, it ends up like screwing you later on. It doesn't really matter. They both have to print money. Now, baby dolls, I'm going to play some pump music because I have extremely critical information about the S&P 500 and rate cuts and all this other stuff. So, friends, this is going to blow your mind. Let's go. So, Charlie Bilello, shout out to Chuck. Charlie is really a nice guy. You look at Charlie, he's like, oh, that's the friend that, let's say your mum, you're going out with the boys, right? You're like, hey, bring him over. Mum's going to think we're like, going to be home at 11 o'clock at night, right? So he's like, the nice guy, won't do anything bad and stuff. Will drink orange juice all night, right? 3 ice cubes. So, by the way, his audience is very well informed. They know about long-term DCA. They know about, going forward. It's better to keep buying rather than trying to time the market. That time, long-term investing guys. So they're already biased. So what I'm about to show you in this poll is going to blow your mind. Charlie goes, is the US economy in a recession today, about to enter within 6 months, or in an expansion that will continue for at least another 6 months? Look at this. 38% believe in the bull market continuing. What's this? 62% believe we're either in a recession or about to enter one. Okay, so that blew my mind. I was like, wait a minute. You have a skewed audience as well. So that is actually big news. This is Charlie as well. This is one of those innocent guys, you know what I mean? Oh, look, he looks so cute. Looks like a kid in a man suit. You know those guys, friends? Yeah, because shout out to Charlie. So he does really, really good charts. Really, really good charts. Like so nice and neat. Like 100%. You know when you open this guy's wardrobe, color coordinated blazers, color coordinated ties. Okay, they have to be on the left side. They have to be the larger items. On the right side, the smaller items. They're going in descending. You just know when you look at him like that, friends. Especially when you see his charts I'm about to show you next. So that information, right? Important. Wait a minute. A skewed, intelligent audience who knows about long-term investing. They know all the stats. Even they believe 62% chance recession. Only 38. We're going to keep going up. That's wild. That's crazy. That's crazy. So this is the stonk market chart. This is a 12-hour S&P 500 chart. Look at this V reversal, by the way. This is literally Jim Cramer down here going, lot of damage, done by the sell-off. He literally said you can't expect a quick bounce. Friends, could you bounce any faster than this? Like, this is even bigger than that one. My gosh, I did not see that coming out. This is absolutely insanity. Okay, now, this is so critical, friends. Look at this table. Okay, so this is another one of Charlie's tables. See how nice and neat everything is? Okay, look at this. He even bolds these down here. Thank you very much, Chuck. Now, if only there was a data table, which I'm going to show you, which shows you the forward 1-year return of the stock market after they cut rates by 25 or 50 basis points. So you go back to history and all the data. If only there was it, and here it is right now. This is beautiful, friends. Look at this. So I'm going to tell you, look at this information here. Okay, so when they cut, friends, 25 basis points, the forward 1-year return average is 11%. So look at this, This is 25 here, 25, 25, 25. You see, this is 3 times, okay? So you have, look at these. See these, friends? when they only cut by 25 basis points. But interestingly enough, if they cut by 50 basis points, you get destroyed. In fact, your 3-year return is also destroyed. Friends, you're still down after 4 years in the stock market. You haven't gone anywhere, okay? But this isn't that much, right? It's a bit of a recovery. So there's like a crash coming in literally 24 months. And oh, wow, even like in the next 2 to 3 years. That's after a 50 basis point cut. Now, we explain this is like Groundhog Day every single time. Every time I do this, there's always a new person coming in. Welcome, welcome, friends. Take a seat over there. Like and subscribe. Common question. Why is it when they're cut by 50 basis points, the market's down more? And that's because they are backwards looking. For rate cuts are a response, all right, to the economy already going. It is literally like putting on the brakes after you've hit the tree. You've already crashed in the tree in a car. And you're like, oh, I've now crashed in the tree. Let me put on the brakes. It's too late, bro. You already hit the tree, okay? So when they cut by 50, that is them looking at the data saying, oh, crap. There's so much deflation. There's so much jobs being lost every month. GDP is falling off a cliff. We have to cut hard. That's why, all right? When they only cut by 25, it's the data's pretty good. Some say data. Now, of course, you probably want to ask me, which we're going to go through right now. We're going to look at live, friends. What is the FOMC going to say? Okay, so you can go to the FOMC, friends. It's in 29 days. A lot can happen in 29 days. By the way, this is beautiful. We're at a 77% chance now that they're only going to cut by 25. Okay, so this is 25 and this is 50. Okay, so S&P 500 is 23% odds for that. So most likely now, remember this used to be, friends, they were cutting in 50 basis points. That was when Japan's Pokemon Island was blowing up, the yen carry trade. They were going a 50 basis point cut, 100%, might even be an emergency rate cut. They're pricing in 50% odds of a like emergency rate cut as well during the week. It's dissipated now already. Straight V-bottom. Wow, that's crazy. That's because the VIX went to 62. But these odds are showing you 25 basis point is coming, and that's what we want. We want these odds to keep moving in our favor. There's going to be more like, Jackson booty hole comments, which is the US Fed, right? They come out, they do these comments as the minutes coming out, which don't worry about. The FOMC minutes, meeting minutes from their meeting, they actually changed the commentary just to like manipulate the market even more, okay? So shout out to Charlie for this table. That's actually wonderful. So if you want to have a look at it again, it has the forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 year return. Look at this. So when they cut, look, if they cut by 25 basis points, friends, look this. In history, there's always been the forward 1 year return stocks are up. Okay, so let's say, I'm just telling you, let's say they only cut by 25 basis points on this FOMC. Remember, like a lot of things can happen, friends, as well in just those days. Like the average return is plus like 11 to 20%. So that's actually wild, man. That'll be next year. Next year, okay, let's actually scrunch it down. What will the stock market look like? That's actually wild, man. It'd be like up here. Somewhere up here, like yay, like something like that. We're up here somewhere at the end of next year, okay? And then what happens after that? Well, remember, this is the thing, be careful. When they cut, they usually keep cutting. Sometimes they cut once, they leave it out. So there's been a mix and match in history, but usually they always like keep cutting, cut like that. But then when they start to do the 50 ones, it's game over. So remember, friends, always trying to look for traps and stuff. It might be possible that next year, see how they're cutting 25? If they keep cutting by 25, but then next year, they do like a 50 basis point cut around here and things are going down, that might be our cue, especially like it's going to be the third green yearly candle for crypto where we say, well, that might just be the whatever we get next year and then bad things are going to happen the year after. But you don't know, man. Friend, like there's always possibility that Bitcoin, like I've drawn this one scenario where this is the Bitcoin price. It's possible that Bitcoin next year, right, it's trying to go up and then we get like this recession scare next year. Some shock comes next year and then we only continue at the end of next year into 2026. That's possible. That's right translated. Just be careful of anything, right? I mean, like, what do you be careful? Just telling you that, like, don't lock in anything in terms of like a surety. But so far, the 4-year cycle seems to be playing out. There's also a lot of people who believe the left translated cycle will come. Let's see Dr. Punk. Dr. Punk believes the BTC top will be in 2024, not 2025. That very, very possible. Look, I just literally went through that. It is possible, but I'm feeling a lot of people think the top's going to be this year because they're so sure of recession coming because of that inverted yield curve. And friends, I went through my previous video, I made posts where I did a fractal of the inverted yield curve, and it still looks like it swoops up, but it can like hover around for like another like 8, 9, 10 months, which like gives us plenty of time next year to rally. But also we've got to be honest with each other, right? So if everybody's looking to exit next year, everybody's going to get screwed. Okay, but right now, I mean, like, it's crazy. We're looking at the odds. More than half people, so 62% of people believe like it's literally game over. And so we're topping this year, and we're like definitely not gonna have booming economy next year. By the way, all the data is good so far. So all the data, it's not showing things are slowing down whatsoever. Okay, even I know it's contrarian. Now, what about this, friends? This is the money printer. So this is actually the most important of all. Global liquidity index is curling up. Global liquidity is another PsyOps word for money printing. The Ponzi printer will continue. There are plenty of Bitcoin targets at 50K and lower, which accelerate the odds that this picks up. Okay, so you see this how it's starting to curl up, friends, down here. That is literally the global money printer, and it's showing you like the business cycle, right? It's on the kick up. It's on the kick up. So that increases the odds, right? Even if there's a recession, look at this, friends. They have so much room to expand. Even if things slow down, they crank up the money printer. I know it's crazy, man. I'm looking at that stock market like, bro, how are you still going? How are you still going? I know I'm saying the same thing. How are you still going? But, oh, man, that's why, friends, the mid-curvers never win. Literally, the mid-curvers never win. It's literally the blind faith people that win. I'm not even joking, especially stock market, okay? Look at this, friends. Cardanzo dropped minus 98%. And then rallied 134x, a whopping 13,000% return. So this is Cardanzo's chart. Maybe we're down here. That's why, friends, a lot of people say, I've lost money because of you. I've not lost this because of that. No, bro, you haven't lost, man. Like, you're literally, have you lost money in Cardanzo down here? You're literally having a cry down here, out here. But I know, man, 99% of people, they're fine. It's just like, 1% of people, they need a psychotherapist. They got to come out here and they got to, a lot of people got to cry and whinge and stuff. It's nothing new. I get it. No one likes seeing that price quote loss. But, like, friends, trust me, I will be the first person, all right, and I will go viral from this in crypto. I will be the first person to say, this whole crypto cycle is a waste. This is the worst thing ever. It's completely off track. We all got scammed, okay? I will literally be the first person to do that. I'm just promising you. I've shown you all the data. Nothing says that. So far, we are experiencing the same pain, the same timing, the same fractals. Everything's disastrous together at the same time. Now, we can't foresee the good stuff that comes next. We can't. But we are on the start. We're starting to turn up. Okay, we'll see how we're going to finish by the end of August. Friends, I'm just telling you, it takes 2 green weekly candles just to start moving up, and that's it. Things turn. Okay, I can actually show you on the others BTC. So when I'm talking there, just going to show you the others BTC, friends. I'm not even joking, man. All of these things has to take is like, just go like this. By end of September, if we're up back here, that's it. Oh, it's turned. It's turned. That's it. It's like literally this. By the way, look how unlikely it was for this to turn last year. This was on corrupt chairman Gary Gensler when he said everything is a security. He said this down here. It was literally the bottom. And look what it started doing. It started just going up and pop up. You see that? So why can't we do that? Okay, why can't we do that? I don't know, maybe we're cursed too much. I don't think we're cursed. I've been lighting candles every day, by the way. I've been lighting green candles for us every day, friends. I've got all the saints, man. All the saints are going to help us through this one. And there you go right now. I've actually just lit this as well. We need this, friends. Every single saint. We need everything to come here. Now, I'm going to make more videos out there just about other ecosystems and like everything as they appear, friends, because there's so many ecosystems, but I'm not diving into... Friends, I did this last year, by the way. I spent like 2 days. I went through XRP's ecosystem, XRP Ledger, and it was cool to see something new, but there was no benefit out of it because the meta went to Solana and it went to meme coins. So, but it was good to have a look, and it just like it takes a lot of time, man. There's 30 to do. I literally can't even do all of them. So, and it's all the same, man. There's literally people are building stuff. No one cares about it. Okay, what are your meme coins? That's what everyone cares about. And the meme coins are cheap. If you believe in something, you get into them. This is PulseChain Ecosystem, friends. This is not even an updated picture. Anybody in the community, man, listen. If you want me to post the content creators and the ecosystem charts, please make them and send them. Someone out here, please make it and send it. That's how it all started. Make them, and send them to me. I will literally start spamming it, because everyone needs to see, right, visually what's going on, what's growing. It's kind of funny, man. People only look at the price, and I'm like, bro, you're telling me this is only worth 500 million market cap for Pulse? You're telling me that's 20x smaller than Cardanzo? Really? You're telling me after all this? I don't think so, man. And I think it's just going to take, it's a matter of time before this thing wakes up. Now, every other ecosystem's going up. But look, you've Polygon. Are you 20x undervalued? I don't think so. Cardanzo, are you 20x undervalued? No. Maybe like 4x. You're not 20. What about Tron? Are you 20x undervalued? No. Ethereum, are you 20x undervalued? No. That's what. Find me something that is like 10x undervalued. Show it to me, friends. I'm waiting for it. Not 2 or 3 or 4. Based off Bitcoin and Ethereum today. That's what I'm telling you. Based off Bitcoin and Ethereum today. Because, worst case, friends, okay, PulseChain is 500 million market cap. Even if you do a 10x, you are around Chainlink Litecoin. Okay, I think PulseChain's bigger than Litecoin, bro. Come on. You know what I mean? Litecoin, you see what I mean, friends? And Uni, useless governance token, near 4.4 billion. See, so PulseChain by itself today, it's undervalued 9 or 10x. Not like we're going 10x higher, guessing if everything else, Bitcoin, Ethereum repriced. No. I'm literally telling you, it is literally 10x undervalued today. Okay, so if you can find stuff for me, friends, I'm not going to go like, this is the funny part. If I want an engagement farm, I'll literally just start tagging all these other communities and go, hey, XRP, you're 40x undervalued. Hey, Tron guys, you're 100x undervalued. Hey, Cardanzo, you're 38x undervalued. Just do that. That's what the big influencers do out here. I don't do that. I don't care. I don't believe in that. And I'm not even believing, because you know you're lying, man. You can see it all in the ratios. Now, I want to show you this, friends. The odds for the presidential election, they look like this. 48% Trump, 50% Kamala Harris, and they are moving, right? Harris was like at 55%. Remember, these poly garbage odds, friends, they are not, look, I know they mimic the real, I'm just telling you, they're not real odds. Even though someone says they're real, no. If you want a real odds, whatever the money they put in, they have to lock it into the event. They're not allowed to take profit. That's your real odds, okay? So there are people, they were buying Kamala Harris, FOMOing after these insiders at 55 cents because they're looking to dump it at 60-cent odds. That's not odds. Like, you don't believe in Kamala Harris winning. You just believe in her odds increasing. You see? So people don't really believe. So ask them, if this was literally, you got to hold them to the very end. You're allowed to get out. Are you going to throw in this 300 grand? They're like, oh, I'm going to think about that now. You know what I mean? I don't know if I really want to risk all of it. That's what people are doing. By the way, there are accounts, they're basically scalping of these. So there was a guy who bought Kamala Harris at like 38% odds and he was selling at 54. But you don't believe in her. You don't believe, you're literally scalping out. You're basically saying, oh, 38's too cheap, 54. They're basically trading this stuff around. Now, even though it mimics the real odds, that's why I'm giving you just an idea of how this thing is different to when you go to the bookie, right? You can't go sell on the bookie. Like, hey, I bought this thing at $2 odds. Can I get my money back before the thing out? Because the odds have changed. Okay, they'll give you like terrible prices. I found this fascinating as well. This is what the odds like for what the chart looked like for Kamala Harris. This looks like this mooning shot. That's actually interesting. Donald Trump on the assassination event. I swear, this makes absolutely no sense. This literally makes no sense. Like, how is it you got one precedent in the past 50 years of a president getting shot, and guess what happened? He ended up winning, and his odds went up to like 75, 80%, like Ronald Reagan, whatever, like huge. Yet for some reason, that was a sell the news. That's so weird. It's almost like there were insiders who knew that this was going to be a news event before. It is interesting, isn't it? Hey, we're going to try kill him. There's going to be a shot fired at his head. They knew. Okay, after it happens, sell the news. How does the market know? That's very, very, very weird. That's very weird, friends. Don't you think that's very weird? Or you're just like, it's hard to read markets. You could think that, but I'm like, something's dodgy, man. Something's going on. And by the way, like I said, I don't care who wins. I don't care who wins. Democrats, I hope you, look, I want you to win. Okay, you just want to win? Go win. I know you're going to print money. I know everyone's going to win money. Print money. Doesn't really matter. Crypto's going up no matter what. Now, what else is going to go up is Ethereum's, friends. Because Ethereum's is experiencing extreme hate. So, look, Ethereum's going to go up only from here. And I know it's going to go up only for a long time. The problem, though, is how much up? That's the issue, okay? So, I can show you on the ETH BTC chart, which we'll have a look at. Right here. This is the ETH BTC chart. So, I know, like, I don't even worry about this. It's just me drawing squiggly lines. But I know it's going to go up. I know when it's just going to go up, and I know it's going to go up for like a long while, okay? When it flips this green with your strip chain. But I don't know, friends. You know, by the way, if ETH BTC, if it stops here, this is a colossal failure, by the way. Like, can you imagine in 2026, you're still here? Do you want me to show you how much of a failure it is? Bro, this is literally 8 years. So after 8 years, literally 8 years, you're still down 47% against Bitcoin. You have an ETF. You change the code to make it more deflationary. You have all these bigger networks. You're still lost half your value to a Bitcoin in like, that's fence. Sorry, that'll be 9 years. Oh my gosh. You're in a bear market for 9 years. Oh, wow, if that happens. See what I mean? And that looks like a win from here. So where it comes from, I mean, look at this. So Davey Humble saying, imagine returning to the market 2 weeks after announcing one's retirement to buy a shitcoin like Ethereum based on a non-existent support level on an ETH BTC chart. A true sign of mental derangement. So he was replying to one of the traders. I think it was a Dildo Alt and Crypto Cred. One of them has blocked me. I think Dildo Alt has blocked me, the duck. Cred hasn't. So whichever one hasn't, I mean, like, whichever one doesn't, they don't get a nickname. They're the ones that have blocked me get a nickname. So they were coming in here and he's talking about this chart, obviously the one I just showed you. He's like, you're buying it off a non-existent support level. It is game over. So I mean, that's what traders want. You want this certainty. Like, oh, I want to get in somewhere. I know I'm wrong if I get out, and then I get my risk reward and stuff. That's not where the real money is made, man. That's not the real money is made at all. But you can't teach people this. They have to learn the hard way. I'm literally looking forward to the day crypto's mooning. And I'm literally going to show all these charts. I go, congratulations, you day time frame cuck. All you had to do was copy a neighbor who literally has no idea how crypto works. They literally just bought dollar cost average. They kept buying in and they just held and they believed. And they literally outperformed. And trust me, friends, I'm not even going to guess. I'm telling you with 100% certainty, the buying and holding is going to absolutely murder their returns. Murder. Because there's no way you can come close to buying and holding. You can't, man. You can't. So we'll see how this plays out. You know, the distance of the move, friends, is always up for the debate. Okay. I'm gonna end with this chart as well, friends. We're gonna have a look at gold. Gold has been mooning the all-time high. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna give you two perspectives because there's a perspective that retailers look at. Okay, which are like, hey, let's go to gold. You type in gold. You go here and you're like, whoa, gold, you're mooning. And you put it on a monthly chart. Whoa, gold. Oh my gosh, gold, you're going way, way, way high. That's amazing. Fake chart. Fake chart. Brother, this is gold USD. And by the way, this is 20, what is this? This is 20 years, okay? You're up 6x in 20 years. So the real chart, my friends, is the inflation adjusted gold chart. All right, inflation adjusted. Gold, my friends, is still break even from the 1980s. You see that? 1980? It has literally been 44 years. You are now break even, friend. You are literally break even after 44 years. Now, of course, you say, oh, nobody bought the top. I don't give a shit about that, okay? I don't care about that. That's crazy. And by the way, let's say you're like, hey, don't worry about 44 years ago. Okay, you are still range mode since, what is this, 15, 14 years. 14 years range in gold. In gold. Why is that? Inflation, man. Inflation. You're not even beating inflation. Because they've got a lid on it, man. They have a lid on it. It's so obvious to have a lid on it. They've controlled gold through the ETF. That's why Bitcoin ETF's a Trojan horse. Something's going to happen, friends. We know something's going to happen. Rockenegra's accumulating. What if they want to accumulate for the next 4 years before they let this thing blow off? Okay, so that's the ETF. You really want to know, friends, just very, very quick summary, ultra quick summary. Everyone wants to know, how do they manipulate through the ETF? I know it's bad. It's because to sell Bitcoin right now, you and me need to own Bitcoin. Or if you and me want to sell on the, basically, let's say you want to sell on Binance, you and I got to deposit US dollars, like USDT or whatever. So you put money in the account, that's your collateral. You're like, hey, you have these credit points, now you can short and you can absorb the price. You can short all day until you run out of credits, which is like, you know, higher leverage. What if though you had access to the money printer? Well, what they do is on the futures ETF, they accept US dollars as the collateral only. So to get short, you just have to put US dollars. So what do? They print money. And they're actually doing this, friends. It goes to JP Mosquito and Goldman Sachs. They literally print money. They go, hey, there's like $10 billion here. They take the $10 billion. They send it to the CME, which they control anyway, the CUC Mercantile Exchange. They deposit the $10 billion on there. And then CME says, oh, you can now short $100 billion of Bitcoin. So now you can actually sell Bitcoin and you don't even own it. You have $10 billion in there. Now what they'll say is, like, oh, but your $10 billion is at risk. No, it's not. Because if you lose it, you just go print more again and put it back in. So what ends up happening is, friends, when you sell on CME, just to let you know, okay, if you sell on the CME, what's actually happening? If you're selling, you are hitting bids of market makers who are connected to Binance and Coinbase and Bybit. Okay, so, but these market maker, when they have a bid, what do, friends? They get hit on the bid. So there's bids and offers, okay? So you've hit them down on CME. This guy says, oh my gosh, I am now long 100 Bitcoin futures. I'm now long 100 Bitcoin. So in a millisecond, what it has to do is it goes to the other exchanges and it sells 100 Bitcoin worth. And that's how they're hedged. They're arbitraging on the way down. Now, what happens if you sell 1,000 Bitcoin? They then go sell 1,000 Bitcoin on the other exchanges, right? And they have obviously credits everywhere there and they're dragging the price down. Or what they actually do is when the price goes up, they are absorbing everyone. They're absorbing everyone into futures. That is exactly, friends, what happened here in gold. As gold was rising here, Goldman slugs were absorbing all the gold people attacking the crap out of the offers. So the gold ETF was being used by Goldman slugs. Remember, friends, I made that video. One guy literally spent, whoever this guy is, God bless you and your family, bro. This guy literally, I forgot his name. He went into like Goldman slugs' books from the GFC. He literally spent like 28 days going through like something like 5,000 pages of all their balance sheets. And he manually calculated everything to do with the GFC. And he found out that they were short 2 times the world supply of gold. Okay, it's literally, friends, literally you being short 42 million Bitcoin. How can you short 42 million Bitcoin if there's only 21 million in the world? That's exactly what was happening, and they were keeping a cap on it. You see? So that's how they're going to cap the price of Bitcoin. Okay, that's why at Bitcoin, friends, we're going to see big distribution at 100 to 200K. Distribution as in, they're just going to be absorbing. So you'll want to come in, hey, let me get 10,000 Bitcoin. They go, don't worry, I'm gonna provide it to you. But they're not actually selling 10,000 Bitcoin. They're selling on the futures. Okay, that's ultimately why these ETFs, it's basically ends up being a leash on it. You got to be careful what you wish for, right? But when we get to that game, we know it's game over anyway. So that's why, friends, gold, by the way, they can't stop everything. See, gold still went up. They can't stop everything. We know that. They can't stop everything. It doesn't mean the thing goes down. It just means it's more tame after that point, okay? So Peter Schiff is, I'm going to say Uncle Peter Schiff. I hope gold's probably going to go to $6,000 or something. It's break-even return since like 1980. That's just trash. And it's used for like hedging in your portfolio. And probably we're going to see some metals and commodities run this decade. But what can you really do, friends? Because if there's a commodities run, it's because we need those resources, right? And they've printed a lot of money and there's not enough. Hopefully crypto goes up with it. That's why, friends, crypto, we probably have to ignore that gold correlation with it. We're probably more with the global liquidity cycle. They print money. We're going up with tech stocks. They stop the printing. We get crushed. That's probably going to be our arbiter because, look, in an ideal world for you and I, in a year from now, Bitcoin's 200K, people will say maybe they'll hold on because gold's up. And they'll say, oh, Bitcoin's more like gold. Like gold is now 20 trillion and Bitcoin's only 4 trillion, which is 200K price. They say, well, we should be higher. We shouldn't go down. And maybe they end up paying the price because then they realize as the stock market goes down, we end up going down with it. So what I'm just trying to do is paint for you this picture how people can use this gold thing as an unfortunate trap because everybody believes that Bitcoin is like money. Yeah, it is. It is. You call it money all you want, bro. I don't care what you think. I care what the paper hand soy boys think. That's what I care because I know they're buying in at the tops. I know they're buying in because they're non-believers, okay? What's going to happen from here? I guess we'll find out, friends. Let's see how August finishes up. Red monthly candle for Bitcoin. Hopefully the next one's green. Like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you in the next one.